I love Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but there is one frustrating thing about it, and that's its Platinum Trophy. I'm so close to getting it, though the last few are the toughest I have ever encountered. And for those that know me, know I have a Final Fantasy Platinum series where I go and venture out and get all the Platinum Trophies for all the Final Fantasy games available on PlayStation, and this is one of them, and it is a tough one. So today we are going to talk about it. I'm giving you your spoiler warning right now. We're not talking anything story, just mostly about the end game content, in particular the combat simulator and certain bosses that are in there. But you're safe from story here, but if you want to click away, that is fine. But for those that are staying, I welcome you on this kind of journey that we're on for this Platinum Trophy. So with that all being said, what is up guys, Jen here, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel. Got you covered with timestamps, even though we're going to be talking about the one subject. I'm sure I'll have things outlined down below, so if you want to skip to it, go ahead. Whatever floats your boat, all I ask is for you to support the channel and hit that thumbs up button. Now, let's get straight into business, shall we? Jen, where are you with your Platinum Trophy? I'm looking right here. I have earned 56 out of 61, which means I need 4 to unlock that 5th final trophy, which is the Platinum. The ones that I'm after are probably the ones that a lot of people are going to be after if they are chasing after the Platinum Trophy. How many times did I say after? It doesn't matter, because after this, I'll still be trying to get it. So the ones I need, 2 are related to hard mode, so complete all chapters on hard mode. I think that's pretty viable. I'm just taking my time with it. And then there's one for getting all abilities, including ones in folios. So if I'm going through hard mode, I'm going to be getting manuscripts to be able to do that. So that's those 2 kind of rocked, and kind of gotten over time. The other 2, you know, whew, these ones are toughies, because we need to complete every single combat simulation that Chadley has in store for us. And the other one is to do with Jiao's Seaside Inn, and that is to get all of the decorations for it. I need one more, which is linked to the combat simulator. I need to do all the combat simulations to get that, trophy, to then unlock those 2. Then I've got the 4, then I'll get the 5th, and the Platinum, kring, all done. So what is the trouble with this Platinum in particular? Why are so many people having a hard time with it? It's mainly combat focused, and combat is not my strongest suit in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I enjoy the story, I enjoy the gameplay, and I'm okay with combat. I learn, I adapt, I overcome. It's kind of the way I tackle things. I've done pretty much all of the combat simulations except the last Brutal, and then I've not done any of the legendaries. I want to do the last Brutal to get the accessory that gives you an instant limit break, because I feel like that might make the legendary ones that much easier. And if I have not completed hard mode by then as well, it will make hard mode a lot easier too. So where I am at is the 6th Brutal Challenge, and that is called... What is that called? That is a good question. Let me bring that up. It is the... I just had it and now it's gone. It is called Rulers of the Outer Worlds. Now, we are going to be diving into side quest endgame spoilers right now, so if you are still here, please go, because we're going to talk about it. So essentially, this is based on the Gilgamesh questline, which is the Proto-Relic questline. The final thing you need to do in that is you go against all of the summons 2 at a time. So you got Kujata and Phoenix, you then go against Titan and Bahamut Arisen, and then finally you go against the combination of Odin and Alexander. Then after that, you go against Gilgamesh. Essentially, the first 4 rounds of this is that one after another, but so much harder. Kujata, Phoenix, Bahamut Arisen, Titan, Odin, Alexander, and then going against Gilgamesh. And then the 5th and final surprise is Virtual Sephiroth, which is a beefed up version. So the way I've been tackling this is I've not tried to obsess over it, because I'll end up hating and resenting the game. I've been going on a couple of times a day just to kind of tackle it and build my confidence. I have 2 strategies at the moment that I'm kind of rolling with. I've got like an all-in Tifa dive kick strat that just kind of does damage, but you really need to be aware of your surroundings, because if you're not blocking in time, you're going to lose life and then lose the flow of battle. The other one's a lot more kind of like a bit more relaxed, especially in the first couple of rounds. That's all based around limit siphoning and using Cloud's finishing touch. So essentially I have an accessory equipped that gives him the 2 pips of synergy that you get to build towards your 3rd limit break. You have that already. So you go in and you siphon from Barrett, who's kind of a tank who's taking in all this damage and his limit's going up, take it away from him, finishing touch, rinse and repeat, and just kind of go like that. So keep your distance, close in, keep your distance, taking your time with it, really kind of getting your positioning right, and it makes the first 3 rounds really easy. So essentially Kujata and Phoenix can get defeated really easy. I'm no trouble with this, especially if you've got elemental fire on your armor. When you go into the Bahamut Arisen and the Titan fight, essentially same kind of thing here. You can burn them down quite quickly. Things get tricky around the Odin and Alexander just because of Odin's way he tackles things. If you get Xantaxican, you are absolutely screwed. You don't want that to pop up. So essentially you want to do as much damage as you can for he does it. If you do enough damage, you kind of have the opportunity to pressure him further because he becomes pressured, and then you kind of get him to stagger. But if you do enough damage and you don't stagger him, he vanishes anyway, and then you go ham on Alexander. And Alexander's kind of the same. You just want to keep on dishing as much damage as you can, not leaving much room for him to do much, because if you have a lax time with him, he's going to go absolute ham on you. So the way it's been 50-50 for me at the moment with both strats. Gilgamesh I've defeated once in this combat simulation, and that was the time when I was thinking I've got this, but then I went to Virtual Sephiroth and I did not get this at all. But Gilgamesh is a tricky one because he's so random and sporadic. The only advice I have and what I've got is have a save just before the normal Gilgamesh fight, just to see his attack patterns and see what he does to kind of do that. So yes, Gilgamesh I've defeated once, went to Sephiroth. Sephiroth I got about quarter down, and then he whooped my ass because of shadowy change and then Octo Slash. You want to go in there with barrier, you want to make sure you're well protected, and you want to be kind of skimming between all of your characters in battle. It is a tough thing. Sometimes I do get frustrated, but as soon as that moment arises, I take a step back. I either play a different game, have a break, or I go and do some hard mode and just tackle that and chip away ever so slowly. So I just wanted to talk about the Platinum Trophy because it is very difficult. I think over time, when there's more strats out there and more people have approached it, it's probably going to become a lot easier. And that is probably where I'm going to do it, because I've had a lot of people ask me, Jen, where's the Platinum Series video on Rebirth? Have you got the Platinum Trophy yet? Oh, I don't think you're going to go for that one. It's pretty tough. Yes, it's tough, but I'm trying, and it's just going to take time. I'm in no rush now. At first, before I knew what I was getting into with these combat simulations, I was like, yes, let's get it done. Let's get that video out and celebrate it. But now, because of the toughness of it and really me kind of getting to know the combat system even more and taking my time looking at various strategies out on the internet, morphing them ever so slightly to suit my play style and just going in with that, I'm having a good time. Like, I'll have a few sessions a day. Sometimes I'll make it to Gilgamesh and I'll die most times. And then there's that one time where I got to Sephiroth. I think over time, if I just keep chipping away, memorizing the attack patterns, I'll probably get it. But I know that there's going to see some of you in the comment section and be like, well, I've got it. And that's absolutely fantastic. All I ask is for you to kind of throw some advice down there. Let us know how you've tackled it. And hopefully we'll get a lot more comments saying like, oh, I followed this and we did it. I followed this and we did it. And then I'll have that Platinum Series video for you. I love this game and I enjoy it, and I want my Platinum journey to be just as enjoyable, so I'm not in a rush. It's so close, yet so far. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more Final Fantasy VII Rebirth content, please hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you are notified of that content. Hit the thumbs up button, get involved in the comment section below, and as always, I'll catch you on the flip side.